Hi, it is the human operating system time. So this channel is for education and technology only. Now today I like to share with you that the Wing Chun Inception is already now available in the Amazon.com. It is released and available in Amazon.com. You can go up there in the look inside, click on it and have a taste of what is the content inside the book. Okay, so just go browsing at it. Okay, now this Wing Chun Inception is a critical book, extremely critical book for those who want to study the art of Wing Chun or the technology of Wing Chun, because the Wing Chun Inception actually presenting details of informations, what, why, how, which only a few in the past 160 years know what is going on. Okay, so today we want to let everybody in the entire world know it. Okay, be able to see, be able to understand what is going on, and be able to get result from the practice. We need to know that. Also, if one knows this, one be able to verify one's practice. No, the Chinese, ancient Chinese technology is not up for anybody to interpret. Okay, that's why in the book, I always quote people, quote what is this material and what is this for and so forth. It's not my opinion, my interpretations. Okay, now, because Wing Chun 1850 is a very rich, high technology, it also covers the basis of traditional Chinese martial art and Qigong. So Wing Chun Inception is not only for Wing Chun practitioner, it's for the Qigong practitioner and the traditional Chinese martial art practitioner. So we just open up what happened in the past 160 years, the technology in it. Okay? And on top of that, we fuse it with the modern sport science. So with the variable device, one know the theory, one know the practice, one have the scientific tools to verify it. So when I read this book, it is not about writing another book. It is about to provide a solutions so that one be able to analyze what one is practicing, one be able to synthesize, to create new thing, to design new thing, and be able to verify with the modern science. Wing Chun Inception is a platform so we all can take off. So everybody will win, everybody will prosper, different style, different lineage will be able to, based on this educations, fly as high as possible. And this is based on ancient Chinese culture and practice and modern science. Okay, so let me share with you something in the book. Okay, just like through the content, I will explain you what happened. If you go to the Amazon, you go to the click on the look inside, you will look into the table of content. Okay, now you can freeze this table of content if you want, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, just again, I just put it longer so that you can click it on it. Okay, now the first chapter is Wing Chun. It is the core of the Wing Chun. It brought out the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao Qin Kui. It analyzed it and show you the 6 physiological state and explain what it is and the sequence of development. That's the first chapter. So you know the Qin Kui, you just explain the Qin Kui, where people, very rare people know for past 160 years. This is the Qin Kui in the Wing Chun Qin Kui from the Red Book era. Now, the second step, the second chapter is the sport science. We need the sport science key basic, because we're going to apply this thing for past 160 years into it, right? So that we can verify with this thing, and we can understand how to develop it, how to get result, and whether this thing makes sense or not. Okay. The third chapter is the H model and the Xiu Lim Tao. So we want to map the entire Xiu Lim Tao into this, so that you see what it is and you'll be able to understand what actually happened or presenting in that Qin Kui. And also, you can make use of it in your daily use, because now it is in this H model, you have the heart rate, you know what exactly those things are. The fourth chapter is traditional Chinese martial art, map into this again. So you explain and clarify out what happened with traditional Chinese martial art. What is the reality? How is one supposed to train after 40 years old? Okay, is there. So it's no longer just term, okay, this is hard style, this is soft style, this is this style, there's that style. No, we want to get into what it is, why it is, how to verify it, okay? And what is the reality in the history. The fifth chapter is Thou follow what is natural. This is very important chapter, because people usually saying, the Lao Zhi Tao De Jing, Thou mimic natural. So what the heck is natural? It's explained there, and so that you can experience. If you cannot experience, what good is that? Okay? Chapter 6 is Nurture Qi. It is focused on this now. The Nurture Qi is here. So the chapter 6 is sharing or presenting the theory of Nurture Qi, and it is based on different Chinese classical, traditional Chinese medicines, Taoism, Confucians, or the Buddhism stuff. Okay, because you have to be consistent. The chapter 7 is the practice. Now there's a process inside there, a process step, how for one to follow step by step, so one be able to experience the Nurture Qi state, so that one be able to identify that state and one know what it is. In the same time, one can use the modern sport science to check it, to verify. Is one practice properly? Do one get the result? Okay, so it's in the chapter 6. Chapter 7. Chapter 8 is synchronizations. This is what most people don't know and don't understand. It's the synchronization between the body, breathing, the qi flow, the force flow, and the momentum. And there are rules of the ancient Chinese. So in the chapter of synchronization is presented that way. It is only knowing this, one be able to decode the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao and know what the heck is going on, what the heck is talking about. It is only know this, one know what is the Qigong practice is about. Is it a proper practice? One be able to analyze it, or even synthesize it and verify it. So with this chapter 7 and chapter 8, one handle this, be able to handle the basic of this. because that is the informations we don't have today. Everybody going to the mysterious philosophy and so forth, so forth. But now we want to nail it clearly, so you know that it is within your Xiu Lim Tao. Okay? Chapter 9 is about recovery. Well, if you want to do this fighting and all those kind of stuff, as in the sports science, we have the training, we need to have recover, and we need to use it daily. Okay, including the resting and sleeping. So chapter 9 is showing the process and the verifications with the heart rate monitor, how you can do it. Okay, so meaning that we know what, we know why, we know how, we can verify it whether we get it or not. If we cannot get it, then something wrong, we can go ask for help, or we can check down and we can keep analyze it with the informations or the basic education here. So this is all that in the Wing Chun Inception book. It gives you a big view and details so that one be able to operate. For past 160 years, it is really this posture here, that posture here, and then this speculation that from internal art and so forth, and it is a mess. So Wing Chun Inception is to clean this thing up. Even for the Qigong people, this is important stuff. And instead of saying, oh, this is from the Buddhist way of meditation, this is the Buddhist Qigong, this is traditional Chinese martial art Qigong. No, we look into the core. What does this mean? Can we do it? If we cannot do it, that means we don't have it. You say Kung Fu, you have to develop it. And you need to know what, why, how. And now you have this modern sports science and the modern variable. You can check it. Here on, nobody should be left behind. Everybody should get result within a week. 7 days, yes. 3 days, yes. Not guessing for entire life and then sitting down there talking philosophy. It is not about philosophy. The ancient Chinese is not talking philosophy, okay? It is descriptions of what is the fact. So, the other day, our friend in this channel asked me that they want to know the path so that they can train. You know what? Wing Chun Matrix and Wing Chun Inception, these two books give you the entire map of what is there. It's just like you go to electrical engineering college, the EE 101, it shows you the entire thing you will have to study, so that after that you can proceed deeper and deeper, and then you can go to the field you like. You like digital design, you go to digital design. You like analog design, you like power design, you like communication, you like artificial intelligence, you decide later, because everybody is different. Your path and my path is different. However, if you have Wing Chun Matrix and the Wing Chun Inception, you see the entire thing, like the engineering, electrical engineering 101, so forth. Okay, so I can show you the map with this two book. You know exactly what you need to get to be an expert, but the path, your path and my path is different. Everybody's path is different. Everybody can be a star of their own field. I do analog design. I do power management, architect design. I am not doing communications. So this is my special field. That's my path. And you might do the communications or the Wi-Fi and so forth. However, we are based on this basic education. That's why I set this thing up. Okay? So, the Wing Chun Matrix is for the short strike momentum, because we know there's 4 momentum zone there, and this talk about momentum. The Wing Chun Inception talk about the 6 physiological states in details, particularly emphasize on this nurture chi and chi synchronization, because nobody talk about it. You look into the Chinese martial art book and the Western martial art books, the Western martial art books, English, you never see that, okay, presenting that way. In the Chinese, you have to gather different all classic book and so forth to get the informations of the Wing Chun Inception. So right now I make the basic education simple for everybody. Here on, we all have the same basic education. That's the idea, okay? So instead of making somebody God or somebody grandmaster, this book make everybody a star of themselves. You know the basic. You can be a superstar in design in Silicon Valley in your field. And there are many people, many fields. It just, you don't have to just stuck in one thing or just really limited. You can actually expand yourself and you can design yourself. And now it's not about your interpretation. It's like engineering. I designed this based on Newton's law. I designed this based on Ohm's law. It's not based on my interpretation. So that's the difference. Okay? So after this book, you know exactly what is nurture chi is about. What is synchronizations of the chi is about. If you want to know what is the real internal, you need the basic in the Wing Chun Inception. Otherwise, we have no idea what is internal. People talk, but hey, can you verify with the basic with the sport science and the variable device? If you cannot, forget about it. So, Wing Chun Inceptions is the first book. Here on, we want to shift the paradigm completely. We are talking on something scientific and be able to verify. Okay? And with the Wing Chun Matrix and Wing Chun Inception, we know the momentum, we know the physiological state conditioning, and we can use this thing in daily life. If you say, well, I'm stressed and overworked, I need concentrations, go here. And you know, in the world today, there is misleading. The misleading is, if I go do meditation, mindful, then I become mindful. No. You need the nurture chi. You need energy. Why? If we don't sleep for 5 nights, can our brain work? Can we be mindful? If we don't sleep for a week, it doesn't matter what we meditate, we do. You cannot be mindful because humans have to run based on the energy. Can you heal your body or charge up your body, recover your body if you don't have energy? We can keep saying, oh, you know what? I want to practice the Qigong, this internal art. Well, if you don't have the energy, charge up, can we do it? It's like I say, well, I want to drive this Ferrari, here, this way, that way, but we have no idea how to fill in gasoline. And we ignore the gasoline, saying that Ferrari can fight, I can race this way, this way, this way. Well, when people say that Ferrari can race this way, but have no idea about Ferrari need to fill up the gasoline, then you know that he doesn't know anything. You cannot make the thing works. So this is what I share with you today, okay? Go check into it in the Amazon, and we want to shift the paradigm now, because this is going to go into technology, going to education, so everybody be able to know what, why, how, and be able to verify it, be able to analyze whatever you practice instead of taking anybody's thing and then just thinking it's correct, and be able to design new thing according to the law. It's just like I'm an electrical engineer. Anybody give me a piece of a circuits, I'm not going to believe that, oh, this is because my CEO gave it to me. No, you look into it and you verify with what? Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law. Okay? It doesn't make sense or it makes sense? And then if after we analyze it, we can go to the laboratory, we check it out in the lab. Same thing we want to do it with Wing Chun and traditional Chinese martial art or Qigong. It's not about wishing. Wish never come true. We want to make it happen. If we cannot make that thing happen within a week or so, why bother wait for entire life? So this is to share with you today, okay? Again, for those of you who ask me the path, I understand what you are talking about. So my suggestion is get these 2 books. Make sure you know whatever it is, and if something which is need to go into the basic Wing Chun art and science or beginning Wing Chun or meditation matrix, go check out the details. Make sure you get this under your belt, and then by doing so you will know what you like and what you're good at. That is your path. I cannot pinpoint your path for you. You asking your body, your mind, your condition, be the best who you want to be. Everybody have the talent in their own area, okay? We are different.